Let me introduce RMP Coconut Products Private Limited, a well-recognized manufacturer and exporter of Sri Lanka's agricultural heritage. The company was founded in the year 2000 by Mr. Ratnayaka, starting as a small exporter of desiccated coconut. Over time, it's expanded as a standard production range and operations, and today stands a trusted partner in both local and international market. Under the leadership of its managing director, Mr. Lalitha Ratnayaka, company has continued to innovate and meet the global demand of the market. 2013, it began producing pasteurized coconut milk, and in 2021, it introduced frozen coconut milk to the local market and enhancing its reputation as a forward manufacturer.
I will explore how organizations create and share knowledge. Nonaka's second model describes how tacit and explicit knowledge is converted to four stages: socialization, externalization, combination, and internalization. Each stage transforms personal insights into explicit knowledge others can use. Knowledge sharing. The exchange of information and expertise is widely recognized as critical for innovation and competitive advantage. However, sharing can be difficult. Employees may resist, and organizational silos or lack of trust can block the flow. By contrast, knowledge hoarding refers to intentionally withholding information when individuals keep insights to themselves to maintain control or security. It undermines teamwork and stifles innovation.
In the RMP Coconut Private Limited, the process of manual coconut crushing, the socialization method is the distribution of knowledge from the workers who are crushing the coconut to workers outside the society, and also the training of workers who are crushing coconut using the automatic method, training the workers according to the instruction given by the machine, that called internalization. And also in the RMP Coconut Private Limited, the manual method of coconut crushing convert to the automation. It's called knowledge creation. So finally, the workers only share their knowledge from generation to generation from their families, and also there is no explicit knowledge transfer to the outside because that called knowledge hoarding. So in the overall RMP Coconut Private Limited, the knowledge is not sharing to the other parties in the society. Their knowledge is only around the RMP Coconut Private Limited industry.
Unlearning is intentional letting go of outdated things, of the discarding of old routines to make way on new ones, if any. Have you ever had to let go out all practices or ways of thinking in RMP Coconut Private Limited?
Yes, in the process of producing coconut-based products, coconut are purchased from different suppliers. In the past, defect coconuts were identified through manual selection by experienced workers. However, with the introduction of new technology, machines are now used to detect and separate defective coconut more efficiently. As a result, only one worker is required to monitor this process, and the traditional skills of manually identify defect coconuts has become obsolete. Generally, about 7 to 8 years ago, coconut husks were removed using axe. These practices has now been replaced by machines, which perform the task more quickly and safely. This shift represents an example of technical unlearning, where outdated manual practices are replaced by modern technology.
We can identify three main learn methods as cognitive learning, cultural learning, and behavioral learning. In the case of RMP Coconut Products Private Limited, the company mainly used behavioral learning. After removing defective coconuts, the next step is remove the husks and carry out the cleaning or reshaping. This process is usually done by family members in the area. They are paid based on the number of coconuts they clean. Within these families, knowledge such as methods, techniques and tips for cleaning faster is shared among members. This helps them achieve their targets more effectively. In this situation, we can clearly see behavioral learning taking place because the workers are learning through actions, practice and sharing experiences. The company does not need to recruit new workers for this task since the local families naturally transfer their knowledge from one generation to another.
Explicit knowledge is knowledge that is formalized, documented, and easy to communicate. Can be written down, stored, shared with others in formats like manuals, books, reports, and database. How to explicit knowledge can be applied in RMP Coconut Private Limited. First one, training, manual and employee handbook. Written guides for workers on machine operations, maintenance and hygiene practices. Second one, quality and safety standards, maintaining ISO, HACCP or food safety manuals. Third one, standard operating procedures, documented clear step-by-step methods for coconut processing. Example, extracting oil, drying copra, packaging coconut water. Fourth one, product knowledge documentation, storing information about different coconut products.
Tacit knowledge refers to the skills, experience and know-how that individuals acquire over time, which are often difficult to express or document formally. It is learned through practice, observations and social interactions rather than through written manual or formal training. In the RMP Coconut Company, a form of tacit knowledge exists in the specialized techniques used for peeling coconut meats. These methods have been passed down through generations and are unique to the community, since they are based on experience, observations and practice rather than written instructions. They are difficult to transfer the outsiders. This tacit knowledge not only ensure efficiency but also minimize the risk of workplace accidents for those who have mastered system.
Now let's talk about how to practically apply knowledge workers and incentive firms for the RMP coconut products. The common belief is that only corporate leaders or its specialists are knowledge workers. But a modern view argues that all work is knowledge work. We saw a perfect example of this here at RMP Coconut Products, starting with the job of removing the coconut shell. The company told us this requires special knowledge.
This special knowledge is known as tacit knowledge. It's the know-how gained from years of repetition knowing the precise angle, force and striking point to avoid damage the coconut meat inside. You can't write this down in a manual. This irreplaceable skill guarantees the consistent quality that underpins RMP export legitimacy and gives management control over the premium output.
Now, to increase volume, RMP invested in an automated dehusking machine. Importantly, they still use both hand and machine methods. This shows the influence of AI at work. The worker's role doesn't vanish, it shifts. They now use their experience to feed the machine correctly, maintain it and use their tacit knowledge for the delicate or imperfect coconuts. The machine can't handle their knowledge has moved from pure manual skill to quality control and system management.
අපි එකතු වෙලා සාකච්ඡා කරලා ඉතින් මේව කරලා බලමුකෝ. අපි ඒක සාර්ථක වුණා. මේක කරන්නේ දැන් ප්‍රොඩක්ෂන් එක යනවා. දැන් ඒක අපි නියම ප්‍රවීණ වෙනවා. අපි එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එක ගන්නවා. ඒක දිහා බලනකොට අපි මේකෙත් එනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝගෙන් අවශ්‍ය දේ ලබා ගන්න. අපි ඒවත් දෙනවා. දැන් හොඳ දේවල් දිනවා, නරක දේවල් දිනවා. ඉතින් ඒකෙදි අපි හරි දේ කරලා හරි නිෂ්පාදනයක් දෙන්න ඕන මේ ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක. ඒ කියන්නේ එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එක මම තමයි. ඔව් එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් තමයි ඉන්නේ.
In conclusion, RMP Coconut Products Company shows us how knowledge is the true backbone of an organization. From traditional coconut crushing methods to modern automated machines, the company has successfully moved through process of socialization, internalization, knowledge creation and unlearning. Workers' tacit knowledge gain, explicit systems making training and innovation easier. At the same time, the company balanced tradition with technology, ensuring that valuable skills are not lost but adapted to new roles. Challenges such as resistance to change and infrastructure shift were met with innovation, teamwork and knowledge sharing. Overall, RMP coconut products prove that knowledge, whether tacit or explicit, is the key to continuous improvement, competitive advantage and long-term sustainability in today's global market. Thank you.